This is the User Adoption Podcast with your host, Henrik de Gyor.
Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Shishir Pande. I'm the Director of Marketing at Tripsy, which is a travel platform for teachers to book school trips for their students.
How are you involved with user adoption?
Director of Marketing is a bit of a misnomer. So we are a startup. There are about 8 people that work here, and we sort of are involved in all aspects of the product as a team. So my main focus has been marketing, UI, UX, and things like that. So basically my entire job is user adoption.
What are the biggest challenges and successes with user adoption?
There was a case before I joined this company that I want to talk about specifically. So with Tripsy, for a long time, we thought that we were going to be a group travel platform, which was open to everyone. The problem with that is that it's impossible to target a mass audience of everyone. Finding the people that are most likely to adopt your product based on 0 criteria is impossible. So when we focused onto educational trips, it became much easier to target people like teachers or principals or school administrators. And that provided us with the focus that we needed to improve our marketing and make our product specific to a problem that someone had. More recently, we've noticed that when I actually started, we found there was a disconnect between the users and actual adoption as a result of the web page being a little bit unwieldy. So the way that I like to do it is I want to reduce the amount of friction between the user and getting to the actual product. If you have 10 steps to get to a sign-up page, that's going to deter your users from joining. In terms of success, I would say that, again, going back to that audience change, as soon as we changed to targeting the right people and having a group that was easy to reach, we had adoption on a much greater level.
What advice would you like to share with people working on improving user adoption?
So I'll start here with my definition of user adoption. So my definition of user adoption is reducing the level of effort required for your user to go from not knowing about your product to adopting it and loving it. So you want to reduce whatever friction you've got through sign-up pages or through the product itself, which is, again, a huge important factor. If your product doesn't solve a problem that people have, then they're not going to adopt it. So it all comes down to that idea of, in your user's mind, is it easy to choose your product based on other options available and the problem that they have?
And where can we learn more about user adoption and your work on the subject?
So I'm a bit of a Swiss Army knife when it comes to work. The best place to find out about Tripsy would be mytripsy.com, mytripsi.com. And I actually run my own personal blog on buildingintrigue.com/blog. And I talk a little bit about user adoption there from time to time, but my main focus is helping people succeed in their careers. Thanks a lot for having me on the show.
For more on this, visit useradoptionpodcast.com. Don't forget to please subscribe, rate, and review. And for a book about this, check out useradoptionbook.com. Tune in next week for the next episode. Thanks for listening.